I am a little bit later with getting this sign video out than I usually would be, but for very good reason. As I've said, one day I will be able to share exciting things happening. If you're noticing I'm posting less, I will have a lot more to post soon, but for now, things are busy. Anyway, we're gonna talk about Aquarius. We're gonna talk about what Aquarius means, why Aquarians behave the way that they do, what the sign of Aquarius entails. So if you're new here, hi, I am Maren. I do astrology, I do other cringe things, and if you want to check out my daily horoscopes, my weekly horoscopes, or anything else I offer exclusively, check out my passes link below. That is the platform where you'll be able to find all my exclusive content. You'll be able to pay for things that are more extensive. But getting into Aquarius, and then we will have a fit check because I have a photo shoot, and I did dye my hair much more red. It's like 3/4 red now. The lighting right now, you can't really tell, but it's like almost all red. We just had to go in stages because with black dye, removing that, lightening it's a nightmare, but my hair is hella strong, so I'm not dyeing it black anymore. My little light brown blonde roots are coming in, and we'll have it full red within the next few weeks. Anyway, like a minute and a half in, we should get into Aquarius. So I'm gonna run through the classifications of Aquarius, the genus, species, basically that read down of astrology, and then we'll have a description of Aquarius behaviors and Aquarius season and what that means. So Aquarius is a fixed air sign ruled by Saturn. Let's dissect that. Aquarius is the middle of winter. Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius are all signs in the middle of their seasons. And that means that they are the essence of that season. They're dependable, they're loyal, and they are the epitome of what that season represents. So all the fixed signs are known for being stubborn and loyal. There's pros and there's cons. And Aquarius is the middle of winter. So it is the essence of cold, dry, barren, but very light, very active energy. It's not slow, it's not stagnant, it is not some energy that is also over the top or very overheated. It's cold, it is logical, it is the essence of winter essentially. Kill me. With it also being an air sign, there's this reaffirming quality of the intellectual and the conversational. So Aquarius is the epitome of conversational intellectual energy. What happens when you concentrate or you fix air? It becomes distilled, it becomes concentrated, it becomes an actual, it goes from a conversation to an idea. It goes from just jumping back and forth into an actual social ecosystem. This is why Aquarius is associated with social movements or with structures in society, because it's taking ideas that people are bouncing off of one another and putting them into an actual structure that can support reality. And this feeds into Aquarius being ruled by Saturn. Each sign is ruled by a planet, and I have a full video on signs and planets and why certain signs are ruled by other planets. I'm now realizing that this camera angle is horrendous. I'm makeshift setting things up nowadays because since I moved out of my first apartment in maybe a year ago almost now, I just haven't had anything well set up in the various places I've been. So Aquarius is ruled by Saturn, which is a planet of boundaries, limits, and of structures. And Capricorn is the other sign ruled by Saturn, but Capricorn is the feminine manifestation of Saturn, versus Aquarius is the masculine manifestation of Saturn. And the difference between feminine signs and masculine signs, for one, is that all air and fire are masculine and all earth and water are feminine. It simply has to do with either being receptive and responsive as a feminine sign or active and assertive as a fire sign. And we all have mixes of these in different parts of our charts, so no one is only masculine or feminine. There's nothing problematic, there's nothing people get so fucking hung up over this. I'm there's some signs that are more cautious and more receptive, and some signs that are more go-getter, put themselves out into the world kind of thing. Aquarius is a masculine sign because it's air, so it is therefore more direct, more assertive, and more linear than Capricorn, the other Saturn-ruled sign, simply because Capricorn I like to describe as top-down boundaries, and Aquarius is bottom-up boundaries. Saturn is the planet of boundaries, and with its feminine sign of Capricorn, it is boundaries holding us in and protecting us, versus the boundaries for Aquarius are foundations that we build on top of. And I think this is the best metaphor possible for describing the behavior of both of these signs, because Capricorn, for example, top-down boundaries of Saturn is very concerned about fear, about staying safe, around protecting itself, and always having a plan for the next attack. It is very, as a Capricorn rising, we are an incredibly fear-based sign. I like to say that, like, I'm not motivated by inspiration. I am motivated by being, like, scared as fuck about the next ball to drop, basically. And that's the thing I'm changing and I'm working on and listening to a lot of Abraham Hicks about. But Aquarius instead is much more Aquarius is much more, I really don't want to edit this video, so we just keep going. I am probably gonna have to edit it, because whatever. Aquarius is more bottom-up boundaries of the support system that then we can build on top of. So Aquarius, for example, will take things that are issues or take things that are points to change and be like, okay, what is the structure that I can enact around me to others, so others can build on top of? That's where my joke around the Aquarius God complex comes in, because it's not as if Aquarians are like Leos, where it's like, me in front of the camera, I want to be seen. Aquarius wants the credit, and it wants like the director role. Aquarius is the architect. That's the other word I use for Aquarius a lot. It is not necessarily going to be the main character in the show. It's going to be the director or the producer of the show. So Aquarius loves to see what they can change, enact a huge vision, and let the peasants do the busy work. You know you think like this. If you have Aquarius, you know you think like this. It's like, let me come up with the plan. No one else has the skills and the bird's eye view that I do. The people with the micromanagerial detail skills, they can do the actual tasks and the work. Not that Aquarius is lazy by any means. They're not at all. They're very intellectually fast. They just physically are not going to adapt, shift, or change in like menial work. So they act really well as architects, as directors, as people that make plans for things. They're not the person that I would want handling the details, because they're not going to give a fuck. They're going to take that energy that they could be spending on work and craft an entirely new system for some other thing they're more interested in. So the Aquarius upside is the ability to detach and see the entire perspective on things and have this beautiful view of like, no. This is actually in the grand scheme of things. Like, if I want perspective on a problem, I will go to an Aquarius and be like, hey, what's your take on this? Because they'll often have a more bird's eye view that doesn't get involved in the details that I'm attached to, and they're like, no, back off with that. That's not the focus. We need to step back and take a different view. The downside of Aquarius can be the emotional detachment of everything emotionally becoming like an Excel spreadsheet and something that needs to be logicalized or it needs to be detached from to understand. I haven't really had any issues with Aquariuses in my life. It's funny because I made a video for why I hate Aquarius, why I hate every sign. I went down the list, and apparently I attracted every NPC, strange, chronically online person in the world, because everyone is like, so like, people are like, if you should have made that, you didn't expect it to be taken personally. Oh, I expected it to be taken personally. I'm just astounded at like the level of just horrendously like, you must have been hurt by an Aquarius. Can't believe these bitches. I can't believe they're generalizing by sun sign. I never said sun in that. Never said sun in that. Are you new here? Do you not see this as an astrology channel? I didn't say sun in those videos. But anyway, Aquarius definitely got the most flack. I think because I posted it first, because Aquarius is alphabetical, so I posted that video first. But I personally have never been hurt by an Aquarius. I literally haven't had any close relationships with an Aquarius. I'm gonna be honest. Not that I have anything against them. Actually, no, I have one Aquarius good friend. His birthday was a few days ago, so happy birthday to you. I hope that you're enjoying the situation. I know that you're at a trip right now. But that is the downside of Aquarius, is the aloofness and detachedness in emotions. That is your strength when it comes to planning things, to living your life. It's like, let me take a step back and look at the big picture. But when that comes to emotions, it can sometimes feel others feeling like they are a pawn in your entire game, or that they're simply an afterthought because you are navigating some entire big thing and like they're disregarded. I think from what I've seen with Aquariuses, they're always like purveying what would be the best plan. Aquariuses, Geminis, and Libras, so the air signs, I find that if you're ever like, yo, what are you doing? They'll never be like, I'm free or I'm taken. They're like, oh, I'm asking around. Oh, I'm looking around to see what the plan is. Like, they're always weighing social things out to see where they'll get the highest fun or the highest risk, lowest risk, highest reward. And I feel like with relationships too, it can feel like Aquariuses are deciding all the time whether or not you are worth sticking around. And you might feel always like they are analyzing you, and it's like they're keeping track of like, no, like it's a con here, it's a pro here. And that can feel a little bit strange. But Aquariuses overall are great to have in groups because, like I said, they're great at acting as, I don't want to say the abrupt leader. They're not the Leo that is like, let me like plan fucking everything, get the attention. They're much more like, let me provide the capital, or let me make the calls, let me do the thing that makes me feel like I did provide and that I did, really plan this out. So with Aquarius season, it's a time of year where you might find that people act similarly just in the general collective, where I have one eyelash extension that's like a little low, and so it's like bugging me. I think I might be ending my eyelash extension era. I love lash extensions, but for whatever reason, I just want to change, and maybe I go like bare eye, red eyeshadow smear. No. I'm feeling a change. I'm feeling not a change from red, just from like this Maren era. And if I look like I'm talking a little bit weird, it's because I got a lip flip. So lip flip is when they put Botox above your lip. It does not change the size of your lip inherently. All it does is it stops this muscle from working. So your muscle is pulled up and the lip shows more, so it looks poutier. So before any one of my comments is like you're aging so quickly, why the Botox? I'm like, because if you put it very, like, specifically in certain places, I like to do above the lip and then above my eyebrows, it looks really good, and it in no way makes you look old, because Botox doesn't add things like filler. It just stops the face from moving, so you can fuck off if you're like, whatever, because I'm 24, whatever. So with that, Aquarius is definitely not this unconventional rebel. They're unconventional with their contrarianism. I think a big issue with viewing Aquarius is the fact that people started viewing it through the lens of Uranus. I use traditional rulers because I do not find outer planets to provide rulership, simply by I don't think it fucking works. I literally just don't think it works. I don't think it makes sense. I don't think it's character traits that apply to these signs in the total way that the inner planets do. So the Aquarius, I do not attribute Uranus traits of rebellion, chaos, and disruption. Aquarius is a fixed air sign. They're kind of pussies at the end of the day. Like, an Aquarius is not going to fight you. They're going to back off and have some weird philosophical gaslight comment. They're not going to disrupt. They're not going to fight. They're going to like maybe lead a movement or plan a plan, but they're not going to be like electrocuting people, shooting. No. That would be more like Sag. That would be more Sag, Pisces kind of energy of like the crusade. Aquarius is like, let me write the code and get paid and move on. So I hope that you're enjoying Aquarius season. Right now, Venus is in Pisces. I might film a video about that. Let me know if you want a full video on that, because I did one on Venus and Aquarius, but I don't know if people care. So let me know if you want to be some Pisces video explaining Venus and Pisces and what's going on. I'm about to go to a photo shoot. So I've been like smearing this red eyeliner under my eyes lately, and I decided to do a full like cut crease kind of look with it. It's giving a little bit of 2016 Beauty Guru, but I'm okay with it. I don't feel super Maren in the way I did this makeup, because I'm leaning more towards like natural smeared makeup lately. This feels a little bit old. I don't know. It's feeling weird. I have one eyelash extension falling, like I said. But this dress, this is from Forward. Let's just move this chair so you can see it. This dress is from Forward, and it's too big on me, but it's not so big that I won't be able to like just do this in pictures. Like, the waist is definitely too big, but it fits really well otherwise. And I'm wearing it with Louboutins that I got in Dubai earlier this year. I don't even know if I'm in frame. I don't even think I'm in frame. It's not like a super, you could say, flattering dress. Like, the dress is more of a think piece kind of thing, but it's cute with the bow. This makeup is just red eyeliner that I smeared, and it turns a little bit pink when it's like diluted through smearing. And then just light foundation, blush, highlighter, and red lip gloss. So it's not that much at all, but it's definitely more than I did yesterday. So I hope that this is helpful. If you're excited for Aquarius season, let me know. And I will see you in the next one.